The Chen family's weekly dinner felt more like an endurance test in extroversion. Our modernist dining room hummed with my siblings' endless self-promotion, each voice competing to dominate the conversation like traders on a stock floor. 3 major presentations this week. My brother Michael announced, his sales executive voice carrying across imported marble. The clients couldn't stop talking about my public speaking techniques. Top closer in the firm again. That's my boy, Dad beamed, his own legendary status as a motivational speaker evident in his perfectly modulated tone. Command the room, control the outcome. I pushed my food around silently, checking my phone under the table. The encrypted message glowed. Quantum Mind AI final integration complete. Global launch in 30 minutes. And Jessica, Mom turned to my sister, tell us about your TED Talk. Jessica preened, adjusting her Professional Speakers Guild pin. 20,000 views in the first hour. The audience was completely captivated by my presentation on aggressive communication strategies. Unlike some of us, Mom's gaze slid to me, who can barely string 2 sentences together in public. Really, Emily, how do you expect to succeed in business if you can't even speak up at dinner? My work in AI development. I started quietly, but Michael's booming laugh cut me off. AI? You mean talking to computers because you can't talk to people? He high-fived Jessica across the table. At least computers don't mind the awkward silences. Dad set down his fork with the precision of a speaking coach. Emily, we've had this discussion. Real success comes from commanding attention, projecting authority. Your tendency toward silence is concerning. My phone vibrated again. Neural interface ready. Awaiting founder authorization for worldwide release. Communication isn't just about volume, I tried explaining softly. Modern AI systems. Oh please, Jessica rolled her eyes, her voice dripping with the confidence of a professional speaker. AI is for people who can't handle real human interaction. How many live presentations have you given this year, Emily? None. Mom reached across the table, her hand adorned with speaking competition rings. Darling, there's still time to join Toastmasters. Something to help you overcome your limitations. The final alert flashed silently, global network standing by. Revolutionary AI communication system ready for activation. Success requires presence, Dad lectured, slipping into his seminar voice. Charisma, projection, dominance, not hiding behind computer screens and coding. Michael stood straightening his power tie. Speaking of which, I should prep for tomorrow's keynote. Got 300 people waiting to hear my new communication strategies. Something you'd know about, Emily, if you could actually speak to an audience. The house's hidden speakers suddenly activated. A sophisticated AI voice filled the room. Attention. Quantum Mind Corporation global launch initiating. Founder authentication required. The family fell silent as every screen in the house lit up simultaneously, phones, tablets, the smart TV, even Dad's prized digital picture frames. Authentication confirmed. The AI continued. Welcome, Emily Chen, founder and CEO of Quantum Mind Corporation. The world awaits your command. What's happening? Jessica's professional speaking voice cracked. I stood slowly and for the first time in years, raised my voice above a quiet tone. House full activation. Quantum Mind Protocol Alpha. The entire home came alive with holographic displays, each one showing different aspects of my AI empire. Command acknowledged, Founder Chen. Displaying global network integration. Michael's power tie suddenly seemed less impressive as floating screens filled the dining room. Global network? Yes, I spoke, my quiet voice now amplified and enhanced by the house's AI system. Quantum Mind Corporation has just integrated with every major AI network worldwide. Your smart devices, home systems, and digital assistants now run on my technology. Dad's motivational speaker confidence wavered. That's impossible. You just do basic programming. Basic. I smiled softly as more holograms materialized. You mean the world's most advanced AI communication system? The one that just acquired control of global digital infrastructure. The screens showed real-time data. Billions of devices switching to quantum mind protocols, smart homes activating enhanced features, corporate systems integrating with my AI. But your development team. Mom started. Is me, I finished. While you were pushing me to speak louder, I was teaching computers to understand silence. While you measured success in decibels, I was revolutionizing how machines interpret human thought. Jessica's TED Talk credentials seemed meaningless as the TV displayed my company's reach. Government contracts, military applications, global communication networks, all now running on quantum mind AI. That's just computer stuff, she attempted, but her trained voice trembled. It's not real communication. The House AI responded, "Incorrect, Ms. Jessica Chen. Quantum mind systems are currently processing more human communication in 1 second than all public speakers combined handle in a year." Michael sank back into his chair. "The firm's presentation tomorrow will be powered by my AI," I nodded. "Every digital presentation system worldwide now runs on quantum mind technology, including your sales software." Dad's hands gripped the table. "But you never gave any presentations." "I gave one," I corrected. "To the World Technology Council. Silently. Using neural interface technology that translates thought into digital communication. They funded the company with $50 billion. Mom's speaking competition rings caught the light from a nearby hologram. $50 billion? Initial funding, I clarified. Current company valuation just exceeded $1 trillion. Apparently, understanding silence is more valuable than filling it. The house system chimed again. "Founder Chen, Global Media awaiting your statement on the launch." "Thank you," I acknowledged. "Michael, your keynote tomorrow?" "The venue systems are being upgraded to quantum mind protocols. Only certified users can access them now." "Certified," his voice cracked. "By me," I smiled. "All digital communication now requires quantum mind authentication. Your aggressive communication strategies won't work on my AI." Jessica stood frantically. "My online courses are offline," I finished. "Along with every other digital learning platform. They'll resume once they've integrated our emotional intelligence protocols. Your approach to communication lacks the nuance our AI requires." The holograms shifted to show global statistics. Traditional communication platforms shutting down, quantum mind systems activating, a new era of human-AI interaction emerging. "Your options," I continued softly, my voice carried perfectly by the AI, "are simple. Learn our new communication protocols, starting with the value of silence, or find yourself unable to interact with any digital system worldwide." Dad's motivational speaker persona cracked completely. "You can't just silence the world's technology?" I raised an eyebrow. "Already have. Every device, every network, every digital platform now speaks my language. The question is, are you ready to listen?" The AI announced, "Global press conference beginning in 5 minutes. Quantum Mind Corporation revolutionizes human-machine communication." "That's my cue," I stood, straightening my simple blazer. "Though I won't be speaking. The AI will present while I remain silent. Sometimes the quietest person in the room holds the most power." The Quantum Mind Corporation's main auditorium made my family's presentation venues look like school classrooms. Floor-to-ceiling screens covered every wall, each displaying real-time AI interactions across the globe. My family sat in the front row, their communication credentials now meaningless in a world where silence spoke louder than words. "Welcome to the future of human interaction," I addressed the packed room softly, my voice perfectly amplified by AI acoustics. "Today we demonstrate our neural silence interface." "Neural? What?" Michael whispered, his sales executive confidence evaporating. "A system that translates human thought into digital action," I explained as holographic displays materialized around us. "No speaking required. Pure thought-to-machine communication." Dad leaned forward, his motivational speaking experience suddenly obsolete. "But effective communication needs human error," my AI assistant interrupted, materializing as a hologram beside me. "Miss Chen's technology has achieved 99.9% accuracy in thought interpretation. Traditional verbal communication is now secondary." The surrounding screens erupted with live feeds from global operations, each display showing different aspects of our technology. Neural interface centers, thought processing arrays, and AI systems that could understand human intention before words were even formed. 3 years ago, I continued quietly. While you were mocking my reluctance to speak, I was developing algorithms that could read neural patterns. 2 years ago, while you celebrated loud voices, I was revolutionizing human-machine interaction through silent communication. Mom clutched her speaking competition medals. But your communication training, you refused. Because I was creating something better, I completed her thought. A world where volume doesn't equal value. The room's AI activated, surrounding each person with personal neural interfaces. Beginning demonstration sequence, it announced. Showing real-time thought translation. Thought translation? Jessica stood, her TED Talk experience useless. What's happening? I smiled softly, remembering all their taunts about my quiet nature. We're about to show you how machines can understand human intention without a single word being spoken. Something your communication strategies never considered. The color drained from Dad's face. That's not possible. The AI interjected. It's why global technology leaders are here. Quantum Mind's silent interface has made traditional communication platforms obsolete. Your speaking careers now exist in a world where silence is the preferred language. The screens exploded with live demonstrations. Executives controlling entire companies with thoughts, presentations delivered without words, global communications happening in perfect silent efficiency. Incroyable, Mom whispered, watching the future unfold. The precision, the understanding, are beyond traditional communication, I nodded. Which is why major corporations are abandoning verbal protocols for our neural interfaces, including your speaking circuit clients. Michael sank deeper into his seat. Our presentation platforms are obsolete, I confirmed. Those aggressive communication strategies you're so proud of? They're relics in a world where true power speaks through silence. 1 month after the demonstration that redefined human communication, I sat in my silent command center atop Quantum Mind Tower. The morning sun reflected off smart glass windows that responded to thought alone. Wall-to-wall neural interfaces displayed global statistics, billions of silent communications, thought patterns, and digital interactions flowing through my AI systems. Founder Chen, my AI assistant, materialized. Your family has arrived for their neural interface training. I nodded silently, the gesture instantly translated into action. The same technology they'd once dismissed as hiding behind computers, now controlled global communication. They entered like chastened extroverts. Michael without his power tie, Dad's motivational speaker stance deflated, and Jessica clutching outdated presentation notes, all useless in a world where thoughts spoke louder than words. Let's review your adaptation progress, I thought, the AI translating perfectly. Michael, your sales numbers. Down 89% this month, he admitted verbally, still struggling with neural interface basics. Clients won't accept vocal presentations anymore. They demand silent neural communication. 89.7% decline, the AI corrected. Current projections suggest complete market irrelevance within 60 days unless neural adoption improves. Dad shifted uncomfortably. About my speaking circuit. Is terminated, I thought, spoke, displaying global communication metrics. The age of motivational speakers ended the moment silent communication became standard. Your entire industry is obsolete. But my influence, he started, was built on volume, not value. I moved to the windows. Interesting how important silence becomes when it controls the world's communication. Mom's hands twisted her speaking competition rings. The coaching academy has lost all corporate contracts, I turned back. Companies won't pay for verbal training when thought communication is the new standard. Your students are switching to our neural programs. The screens shifted to show our global impact. Every major organization adopting silent protocols, traditional communication platforms shutting down, and a revolutionary new way of human interaction emerging. Your choices, I continued through pure thought, are limited but clear. Adapt to neural communication or, please, Jessica whispered, her TED Talk credentials now worthless. We need certification in your systems. Need. My thought voice carried gentle irony. Like I needed to speak up at dinner? Like I needed to overcome my limitation of being quiet. The AI chimed softly. Global corporate leaders awaiting neural conference initiation. Thank you, I acknowledged silently. I'm offering you one option. Enter our basic neural training program, starting with the fundamentals of silent communication. Your previous expertise is irrelevant here. Dad's face reddened. Basic training? But our experience is a handicap, I finished. Our systems require unlearning everything you thought you knew about communication. Your experience is now your biggest obstacle. And our careers? Mom asked quietly, finally matching my preferred volume. Will be reinvented, I nodded. Teaching others the value of silence, if you can learn it yourselves. Michael stood abruptly. Emily, about all those times we mocked your quiet nature. Taught me valuable lessons about true communication. My thoughts echoed through the AI. The same lessons you'll now learn in our beginner programs. The screens displayed their collapsing careers alongside quantum minds' soaring influence. Each metric a reminder of how thoroughly the world had changed. Training begins tomorrow, I continued silently. Your neural interfaces are being calibrated now. Welcome to a world where the quietest person in the room is the most powerful. Tomorrow. Dad's voice cracked. But my speaking engagements have all been converted to neural sessions, I replied. The world has evolved beyond vocal communication. Adapt or become completely disconnected. As they left, replaced by global leaders attending my silent conference, I watched them pass our newest installation, the Neural Communication Academy. The sign above read, "The future of human interaction where silence speaks volumes." Through the windows I could see our influence spreading across the city skyline. Every digital display, every communication device, every network now operated through silent commands. Mom paused at the door. Family dinners will continue, I confirmed through thought. Though now the quietest voice will command the most attention. The silent truth was finally registering. They'd mocked my introversion only to find themselves now struggling in a world where silence ruled. Sometimes the most powerful messages come without words, amplified by dismissal and strengthened by doubt. Their communication empire had crumbled into obsolescence, while my quiet innovation had transformed into something beyond their comprehension. In the end, the silence they'd dismissed had become the loudest voice in the room. And that quiet girl they'd tried to change? She had revolutionized human communication without raising her voice once.